So here's what we're going to do. During the show, we're going to have a segment where several of you have already been spoken to by Chris Snook called the Crypto Pitch. It's 30 seconds that you get to share your blockchain initiative, whatever it might be. And so you're going to be in the show because this episode is going to be released Sunday night to our audience. So who were the people that were talked to already? Put up your hand if you were one of them. Keep your hand up, okay? Because I'm going to give you a number. Okay, so Sebastian, you're going to be number 1. Adrian, you're 2. You're 3. You're 4. Anybody else that was talked to previously? Okay, you're 5. Remember where you are in line, because what we'll do is when we do the crypto pitch, we'll actually just line up. You'll come up, you'll say your name, who you're with. We'll start the time. You'll have 30 seconds. And Mr. Travis Wright over here is a buzzer, and he will when your time is up.
That's my favorite part of the show.
So we have 5 now. Who else would like to be on the show and deliver a crypto pitch? Okay, you're number 6. You're number 7, you're number 8. We need 2 more. How about a crypto chick?
5 minutes to an hour.
Number 9. Okay, so
Rachel Wolfson, Rachel
wait,
over there.
9 and 10. Okay.
No, you said Rachel was 9.
Or 10, one of the 2.
All right, you're 11. We're gonna a bonus.
Yeah,
so
we get a
9.
bonus.
This gentleman in the glasses, you're 10.
Anybody want to be 13?
Rachel, you're 11.
Huh?
Do you need to start your car? Yeah, we're going to record the audio to the drive, and then I'm going to... She's going to come in mid-show and drive off with her car. Are we good? Can we use it? Or do we? Is there somebody else that has a thumb drive that
have your name.
might not require...
Thanks, you have a card?
A room full of thumb drives. There's got to be one in here we can borrow. Just to record on? No?
Let's pretend it's the year 2010.
Okay.
We would all have
Is this
thumb
going to be
drives.
okay?
Yeah, I just need my other stuff off of it.
You want to get your other stuff off. Okay, before we start, grab your things. Mr. Audio Guy, she needs to get her keys off.
Mr. Audio Guy.
If like something happened.
That's your official name. Mr. Audio Guy.
There may be singing, there might be bad dad jokes. We're gonna have some fun, so when I motion to you guys so we get the audience sound, make sure you cheer really loud so everybody can hear you. Like that. Adrian is gonna be our cheerleader here.
I got a question. Is there such a thing as a good dad joke?
There is no such thing as a good dad joke.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, as soon as we're done, we promise to give it back to you within 3 years or less.
No.
We're gonna download all your private keys off of the USB first.
Jesus.
Okay, number 4 and 8 are the same token, so whoever was number, Rachel? Is it Rachel? Yes? You were number 11, now you're number 8. No, you're number 4. You're 4, so whoever, you guys will figure it out. It's a
There's my card as well.
bunch of blockchain people in here, let's figure it out. Okay, are we good? Can we get started?
I'll find you.
You will.
Yes?
Erica.
USB's
saved
in,
the
he's
day.
giving good. Okay.
Thank you.
Get my cheat sheet here.
My cheat sheet is on my phone.
Let's see, I might use this one instead. I don't know if I like this. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use this. All right, so here we go. Aaron, Mr. Producer, Aaron the Tech produces our show. This is going to be episode number 96, tentatively titled, for lack of a better name, Bad Crypto Live from South by Southwest, or SXSW, as the cool kids say, at the World Tokenomic Forum BlokHaus, and this spelling, BLOKHAUS. So here comes our teaser in 3. All right, here we go in 3, 2. Austin, Texas has a reputation for being weird, and it's about to get even weirder because Travis and I have arrived. We're live on location at the BlokHaus, a venue where blockchain leaders are imagining the future together. In the news, we're going to share what some fool on Bloomberg said, and you'll discover a way to heat your home and mine Bitcoin at the same time. You'll meet Charles Bell, one of the top blockchain designers in the world, and we'll have a sit down with Mr. Christopher Snook, the founder of the World Tokenomic Forum and this very BlokHaus. For reasons beyond reason, we've been invited to do this show live before an audience, and we intend to deliver all kinds of chewy crypto goodness. So buckle up, Austin. It's episode number 96 of the Bad Crypto Podcast. That was good. They did well.
You did. You guys sound bigger than you are.
How many, do we owe you some bad coin for that or something? All right, so the music will come in there, and then we will do that thing that we do, Mr. Travis, right? So, we'll get him a chair again, because that felt good.
That felt good?
That made me feel loved.
It did feel love. It's like getting a hug from the family member who never hugged you.
And we're live at the BlokHaus. It's a block house. Bow, bow, now.
It's funky. Letting the crypto out.
That's what's happening here. We are letting the crypto out. It is the Bad Crypto Podcast, the show for the crypto curious, the crypto serious, and the crypto confused. Because the blockchain world is a crazy, confusing place, especially with the prices the way they are today, Mr. Travis, right?
It's a roller coaster of emotions and, financial wins and losses. But you know what? You never lose if you keep hodling, apparently, right?
You never lose if you hodl.
Right, never. They're all
Any hodlers in the house? Woo! Especially today.
Any sad speculators in the house? Oh, the tears. They're the drunk ones. They're the ones that are...
Let's just get a barometer from the audience here. We're going to go with December 31st. Let's see what the level of optimism is here, okay? And I want you to cheer as the price goes up to where you think it's going to end up. So, end of year, start cheering whenever you think I hit the price. 5,000 Bitcoin. Hear that?
Boo.
Sounds of silence.
Yes.
Crickets. Like I'm getting glares. I can feel it. 8,000. 10,000. 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, $1 million.
Moon.
Oh, just 100 that I skipped?
Yes.
100,000.
You think so?
Yeah.
By the end of the year.
By the end of the year.
So we have a prediction here for 30, another for 100,000, 50,000, 50, 55, 55, 55,
Yeah, it's one of those things. It was interesting around Thanksgiving. You know, the whole crypto market cap hit $250 billion on Thanksgiving this past year. And then, like 6 weeks later, at the 1st of January, it was sitting around $830 billion. And now we're sitting at, under $400 billion again? And it's a roller coaster of emotions. I'm looking forward to being over $1 trillion. I want it to get over $1 trillion by, July?
Tomorrow.
I'm
good with tomorrow.
Jocom says tomorrow.
I'm not predicting, but I'm sure good with it. Well, we got a lot of stuff to cover, so let's go ahead and jump into the news. Aaron, cue the news music. Oh, we got some good ones here, gang. This is good stuff.
Don't overhype it. Come on, we're not Bitcoin.
This news is going to suck. This news is going to be horrible. Okay, here we go.
That's better.
First of all, this story from Cointelegraph, Mr. Travis, right? The former chairman of the U.S. financial regulator, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, otherwise known as the CFTC, he predicted that the alleged cryptocurrency bubble will not burst soon. He says the lack of concrete regulatory framework means that institutional investors are still not participating in the cryptocurrency markets, which might be why volume is so low.
Right, so what is he saying? It's not going to burst until we get some damn regulations around here. Is that?
I think that's kind of what he's saying right here. He's saying that
we need some regulations because this is getting out of hand. There are some regular people who are earning lots of money, and we do not like that. They only need accredited investors need to be making money here in America, right?
I think that's pretty much spot on.
That's the news.
We're going to go with that. Yeah, there's the news. So, these guys, there is, as we reported in the last show, the subcommittee in Congress is supposed to be having a hearing, I think next week, to explore ICOs and regulation and all that good stuff.
And there was also some news that happened last week where there was a ruling that someone said that the CFTC does have regulations over some cryptos because they're viewing them as commodities. So the IRS is looking at them as property, the CFTC is looking at them as commodities, and we're all looking at them like that dog.
Right. I will gladly give you 10 sheep for 5 of your bad cattle.
Oh, no.
Your bit cattle.
We need regulations for that, Joel. I don't know.
Yes, so we need to regulate your chickens. So here's one that's on CoinDesk. A New York wealth manager is going to start issuing loans against Bitcoin. Dominion Capital, they're a family office based in New York City, and they have invested in a variety of assets over the years, but they're known for helping to finance projects by backing loans. And it turns out this family has been quietly involved in crypto for years. Be very quiet. I'm hunting crypto.
Nice. Now, there have been some other companies that have popped up, right? Salt. Have you guys seen Salt, where they're doing some crypto lending?
Don't get all salty with me, Travis.
I'll get salty if I want to. And there was somebody else that we had chatted with recently that was doing some interesting stuff along those lines as well. So crypto lending, it's one of those things where you want to hold your crypto. It's kind of sad. Like Joel always says, he always talks about how he's got the debit card. I got one of those as well that's attached to your Bitcoin account.
Holy shift.
Yeah, and then you can say you can buy a meal or buy gas with your crypto, but you don't ever like to do that because you don't want to spend $200 or $1,000 on that tank of gas.
Right. I don't want to be the guy who spent 10,000 Bitcoin on a couple of Papa John's pizzas. Right?
Right.
That could be painful. So these guys here...
You gotta spread it around though, Mr. Joel Comm. If that dude did not spread it around and everybody would have hodled, then guess what? There'd be 40 nerds with a bunch of Bitcoin that nobody had. Like, oh my God, but I got 1.2 million of them. Yeah, but they're not worth anything because nobody wants it.
Well, I like the theme of this. The CEO, Mikhail Gurevich, told the reporter, and this is a theme I think in blockchain in general, and we're going to hear a little bit more about this from Charles Bell. Community is a huge part of this movement. One of the tests of whether assets are legitimate is if people are willing to lend against them. And he said they've had a number of companies come to them who have raised an ICO to borrow with crypto as collateral. There's $1 billion worth of demand out there. So they're going to start by offering loans only against Bitcoin at first and then expand into other currencies.
Mm-hmm. And that is a challenge for a lot of companies that do an ICO. Because all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we just raised 17,000 Ethereum. Now, where do I offload it? How do I get rid of it?
We don't have a segment called Ass Hat of the Week, do we?
We do not. I have a feeling one is being created.
But we should.
Right now.
Maybe we need some music for that. Some really derpy.
Yeah, for the first 90 some episodes, I think it was Jamie Dimon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, you found this article on Bloomberg. Why don't you go ahead and take this?
Yeah, this came out today, and the headline, I went through a part of it, and I was just like, this guy. So the headline is called "Bitcoin is Ridiculous and Blockchain is Dangerous." And this guy goes in, and it's one of those articles where he goes, on the days when Bitcoin crashes, a holiday atmosphere takes over in my corners of the intranet. People tweet screen grabs of Reddit fights. It's always good fun to watch strangers grieve as their digital nonsense nickels melt into slag. And it's like, this guy's like, he likes to watch us suffer when our cryptos go down. But he doesn't have any at all, so you can shame him. He's Paul Ford on Bloomberg. I don't know what his Twitter handle is. It's probably @douche. I think.
Douche.bag.
Douche_bag.
This is fun. Let me read a little bit more of this. He says, watching the world of initial coin offerings over the past few years has been like watching popcorn pop. Everything rattled around in the hot air for what seemed like forever, and then pop. Mastercoin, Ethereum, Bancor, Tezos. Then other kernels started popping, and now we're eating popcorn for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh my gosh. This guy.
This guy.
He wins.
He does.
Step down, Jamie Dimon. Paul Ford's in town.
We have a new Ass Hat of the Week. You know what? We should do that, and we should make a meme image, Ass Hat of the Week, and people could share it around on the Twitters.
Ooh.
That would be good. That would shame them.
You just heard programming direction take place live.
We're gonna douche shame people.
Why do you douche that?
Why do you douche such things? I don't know.
We told you there'd be bad dad jokes. You guys knew what you were in for when you walked in the door here today. Okay, one more news story. And
This
again,
is cool.
No, it's hot.
It's actually not cool. It's the opposite of cool.
It's super hot. You found this. This is a new product produced by, I want to pronounce it Quarnot, Q-A-R-N-O-T. It's the QC1. I'm actually going to show you guys this. This is the world's first crypto heater. Make heating a source of revenue, not an expense. So heat your space and
While
mine.
mining Bitcoin. Because when you mine Bitcoin, there's so much heat that gets generated from these devices. And so now you can just plug it in, mine yourself some crypto, get nice and toasty, get your marshmallows out and your chestnuts. Does anybody actually roast chestnuts? That's some OG shit there. Nobody does that anymore.
The heat of your QC1 is generated by the two GPUs embedded in the device, and mining cryptocurrencies or blockchain transactions. While heating, you create money. And you can watch in real time how the markets are trending on your mobile app and on your QC1 LEDs. This is for the person
It's the
who
future, you guys.
has absolutely everything and doesn't know what to do with their money.
Yeah, right.
This can't be the wisest way to mine your crypto.
Probably not, but it is an option.
It is an option. Or you can move to China and, buy up a whole farm in a deserted city. Because isn't that what they're doing? Right? They're building these metropolises there that are basically ghost towns, and for the day that they will be populated. But they need to keep the workers busy. So there's cities that are larger than some of our biggest cities that are ghost towns.
Well, actually, they use that so what I've read is they use that to sort of manipulate GDP. So because they're building all these cities and it shows all this growth, and so it's a good vanity metric type of thing. Actually, we talked about this a couple days ago, I think on a couple episodes ago, of all of the different, how much it costs to mine various Bitcoins in different countries. It cost about $500 to mine a Bitcoin in Venezuela, which was interesting.
But the high one was somewhere in Africa.
No, South Korea. South Korea, $26,000 to mine one Bitcoin.
I think it should be more expensive in North Korea. I think we're going to stick it to Kim Jong, then,
Might as well.
Only $40,000 for you to mine a Bitcoin there, you dictator.
What a dictator.
Dictator.
Yeah, that was good.
We just had Jack Tatar on the show.
He's not a dictator.
He's not a dick at all. He's super smart.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. I want to think of a good seg there, and we'll go into the crypto pitch. I'll just close that out.
Sounds good.
That's the news, Travis. Is the audience ready for the crypto pitch? All right, a little transition music.
Crypto
Let's line up
pitches.
our pitches here in order. If you got a number 1 through 10 for crypto pitch, just line up right here. Sebastian, you're 1. Adrian, you're 2. This gentleman's 3 with the Bad Crypto Podcast sticker on his lapel. Very nice. 4.
That was good brown
5.
nosing. Good brown nosing.
Who else? I know we've got more. Let's see. You're
Rachel's
8.
getting up. Rachel's on.
Who's 6? I want to make sure we have these in order. You're 6. He's 10. So you're 8. Who's 7? Where's the number? You're 7. So you're in front. You're on the other side of Rachel. 7, 8. Who's 9? Right after Rachel. Gentleman in the glasses is 10. Who's 11? 11. You're 11. And 12. Is that 12 behind you there? Where's 12? We don't have 12. You want to go? We need another crypto chick. We love the crypto chicks. Come on. We need more women in blockchain. We do. Blockchain. Mars needs women. Blockchain needs women. What do you think? All right. So I think I'm gonna use this one for me. Check. Oh. If I can get it to stay.
Check.
If I can get it to stay. Okay. Aaron will transition right into crypto pitch, and you guys will step up here. All right. Hey, are we getting the same recording level coming into from this mic? Or am I messing all the things up?
This is a front address mic.
Oh. This is a front address mic.
Front address?
I will address you from your front. Okay, Here we go then. All right, gang, it's now time for the crypto pitch, where we have pre-selected, I believe, 11 victims who will have 30 seconds or less in which to share their brilliant elevator speech around their blockchain initiative. And we have a full range of interesting people here today. We're looking forward to hearing this. So, number one, come on down. Give him some encouragement.
Wait, this is Sebastian. Give him silence.
Okay, so take the mic. For everybody, when you do the mic, make sure you hold it up close so we get it good on the recording. Everybody can hear you. And what you'll do is you'll say your name, who you're with, and then Travis will say, great, and he's going to time you, and he's going to say, go. And Aaron, you can cut all this because they don't need to know how this works. And he'll buzz you, though, if you hit 30 seconds. Right, and then they're going to throw vegetables and spoiled fruit at you. You ready?
Sounds good.
Okay, so here we go, edit in, and here's number one.
My name is Sebastian Eno. I work for Renault, a big car manufacturer. So,
there we go, and go.
For those who don't know Renault, because we don't sell any car in the States, we're a sister company of Nissan through the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance, and I'm working in a small lab in the Silicon Valley trying to figure out the future of the automotive. And guess what? The future of automotive has some blockchain in it. And so I'm not here to propose any product, but if you have an innovative startup in the blockchain that deals with supply chain, tokenization of customer experience, or that can revolutionize our internal systems, just drop me an email.
Okay, that's lame.
Ever.
Can you give us a real buzz? There we go.
There we go.
Give it up for Sebastian.
Very nice. Thank you, good sir.
And he does not mind when I do my French accent just a little bit. Oh. Sounds German. Oh, I got. Maybe instead we'll do Russian.
It sounds a little douchey, Joe.
Maybe instead do Russian accent. Da. Okay, we have number two in the house, and you are
Adrienne Ashley from Lolly.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
How many of you are single by a show of hands? On dating apps? It sucks, right? So what we've done is we created an AI dating app that matches you based on sexual compatibility rather than just geolocation and photo. And then if things go well, you do a video chat, do a little chemistry check, then you can go on your date. And if things go really, really well, we've put sexual consent on the blockchain because apparently yes and no is just too ambiguous. So we've solved the Me Too epidemic by creating clear and transparent conversation around things that we all really want to do. Because let's face it, an O a day could lead to world peace. So.
Very nice. Or just a piece.
Oh, snap. Mr. Travis Wright will be here all week. Thank you very much. Okay. Number three, brown-nosing the host with the Bad Crypto Podcast sticker, very appropriately placed.
That's a very nice lapel pin. Very nice.
All right, tell us who you are and who you're with.
John Hardigan with Intiva Health, and we're the first integrative career management platform for licensed medical professionals, and we're actually making a big announcement today. We are launching our token. We are built on Hashgraph. We are one of the first to be coming live on the market with Hashgraph. And so we hope you'll visit us at intivahealth.com, INTIVA health.com, and check us out.
Okay, and
Boom.
go.
All right. And yeah, so very cool to be here. Big announcement. Check us out. It's worth it.
Give him a hand.
All right.
Right on. Woo!
I have to do something here. I'm probably the only guy over 50 that still has Snapchat, but we're doing Bad Crypto live here at the Blockhouse. It's Travis Wright.
What is up?
Snapping that for sure. Okay, number four.
Number 4.
Need a good filter for that. I bet Austin's got some weird filters.
We know this guy.
There you go. And you are.
Nice to see you, brother.
Now don't start until he says start. Look, he's timing
Oh, he's
himself.
going to time himself.
This is efficiency.
Some people will actually have their notes. He's got his own timer. That's very good. Go ahead, say your name and who you're with.
Hi, I'm Peter Hirschberg with Switch. Biggest problem in the world, climate.
Wait.
No,
That's
no,
good,
I
that's good.
didn't say go yet.
He didn't say go. All right.
Well, you just went. He started his own timer.
Oh, no, let's stop.
Stop. Reset.
All right, everybody,
Talk
let's
to me.
start over.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Peter Hirschberg with Switch.
Go ahead and go.
Biggest problem in the world, climate change, and people can't agree how to get there. Enter Switch. It's a renewable energy incentive built on blockchain. The key innovation, the The more renewable energy you build, the more token you get. By incenting the sharing of information, you can actually award stuff based on how much carbon's displaced. For example, in Puerto Rico or the Global South, where you displace diesel, even better to award token there. Proof of production means that instead of burning energy and creating carbon, with this you create it and reduce pollution.
Buzz yourself.
Switch.
Very nice. Good
Good
stuff.
job.
Mr. Peter
Give a hand. Well played, sir. Okay.
Excellent,
Are we at number
excellent.
6? 5. Good. I like 5. 5's a good number.
Five's
I
a
was
good number.
born on Cinco de Mayo, so I'm partial to 5.
Oh, you're a Taurus as well, huh?
There's this big party in Mexico every year for me.
That's
It's so nice of them.
exciting.
Actually, that party's more in the U.S. than in Mexico. But you have a cool name.
You just burst my bubble, you know. That's-
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah,
I'm Joel.
Are the bubbles bursting?
I'm Joel. I'm from Siglo.
No, I'm Joel.
Uh-huh.
But I'm also Joel. But
And then
Oh, wait, you're that Joel.
got multiple
I'm that Joel.
Joels.
Davos.
Oh, hey.
Good to see you again.
Good to meet you.
You
Yeah.
guys are having a Joelgasm right now.
Any other Joels in the room?
3, 2, 1, go.
What am I supposed to do again? Okay. I'm from Siglo. We are tokenizing probably one of the most transacted commodities in the world, airtime top-ups, something that over 70% of the world uses. And we're getting brands, governments, other entities to become the sponsors for those tokens for users in emerging markets. So we're a blockchain protocol for digital inclusion, financial inclusion, and we're more than just a white paper because we just passed 1 million users in our first 2 markets in the last 24 hours.
All right.
Very nice.
Give it up for
Very
Joel.
Nice. Congratulations.
Well done. Nice to see you
Not
again.
just a white paper.
Number
That's
6. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Crypto Pitch.
Do I get a new car?
If this doesn't work out, I might just do game show host.
That'd be good.
Can you be my Vanna White?
No. I'll be your Andy Richter.
Ready? My name is Raul. I'm with Transloc.
And then Raul from Transloc. How do you spell
That's right.
Transloc?
TRANSLOC.
Right on. There we go. And go.
Thank you. I'm not really here to pitch blockchain, but I am here to talk about the democratization of mobility. This idea and concept that if backed by blockchain, could free up all of the supply that we have in terms of buses and trains and cars and parking spots and put that in the hands of people, create a marketplace where people could actually bid and operate their own type of taxi. So cutting out the middleman, reducing the costs, and making transportation for all.
Very nice.
Boom.
We got bought by Ford.
You got acquired by Ford? Is that what you said? Want to make sure we got that on there. You know, when you said I'm not here to do blockchain, I just had this vision of you saying, but I do have some Girl Scout cookies for sale or something like that. Didn't happen. I do. Thin Mints. Thin Mints for the win, right? Come on. Although I found out that the Samoans are actually their best-selling cookie. How is that possible?
Because they're better.
They're not.
I love that.
All right, let's have a show.
love that.
Let's, by a round of
Caramel
applause,
delights, those are
the
delicious.
battle is Thin Mints versus Samoans. Thin Mints. Samoans. Thin Mints, baby.
Well, it's just
Thin
because
Mints.
of her loud scream.
Yeah, but it's a good scream. Number 6, come on down. Thin Mints.
Hello, everyone.
Bonjour.
How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Excellent. What's the name and what's the name of your company?
Raul Ramirez, and I'm coming with Genius Block.
Genius Block?
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Very cool.
No,
Very
genius.
Nice. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
cool. So one of the problems that we are trying to solve with AI is the difficulty of create the algorithm, and because it's so expensive. And also, on the other hand, the creator of those algorithms, they are having a hard time monetizing their creations. So we came with this idea of creating a decentralized open source AI solution ecosystem that is going to allow creators, buyers, and sellers to be able to monetize their creation within one platform.
Good job. Give him a hand.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you. Number 7. Number 8? I don't know what number 1. You're up.
Number 8. Number
You.
8.
Come on down. All right.
You.
Hi, everyone. So I don't really have a business, but
But she is selling Girl Scout
I'm
cookies.
selling Girl Scout now. My name is Rachel Wolfson. I'm based in San Francisco, and I'm a journalist there. And I'm a friend of Travis and a big fan of you guys.
Aren't we friends now?
Yes.
We
now
are
we're
on
friends.
Facebook at least.
Yes.
Okay, that means something. I don't know what. But.
Yeah. So
All right, here we go. Action.
Yeah, so I write for Forbes, The Merkle, and Bitcoin Magazine, and I'm looking for new and exciting stories to write about. I recently wrote about the Berkeley ICO, which was one of my favorite things to cover. So, and I believe that this industry is gender neutral, so I'm going to be writing an article about that next week. I think that it's very friendly towards women, and I'm so excited to see so many women here. And I just think it's about innovation and less about gender, so yeah, thanks.
Give it up for Rachel. And I just think it would be a horrible story idea for Forbes to talk about the rise of a podcast that speaks to regular people. Don't you think that would make...
It'd be a horrible article.
She's not even listening.
It would be bad.
She's like, I'm done with you guys. I'm over it. Come on down. Number 9? Number 9? Number 9?
Number 9.
Number 9, Stanley Stephen Huntsman. I'm with AI Chain. It's a token that's already available.
Right on. AI Chain?
AI Chain.
Right on. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Stephen Huntsman here with AIChain.me, AICHAIN.me. We have a token that was launched in China area called AIT, and basically we are the hub and the portal for all things artificial intelligence. We will be the Amazon, the Alibaba, the Facebook for the community for anything and everything artificial intelligence where you can be tokenized. And it's just the best thing ever, and you got to get in.
Boom,
Very
give
nice,
a hand.
Very nice.
Not only
Notice
for the
it
project.
was not the Uber of, he said.
Yeah, I know.
That was it.
Not the Uber.
We're everything except Uber.
And may I just say, sir, you have the hair of a young Barry Gibb, which is fantastic. Yes.
Nice. It's the Barry Gibb Talk Show. Talking about chest hair. Talking about crazy cool medallions.
All right, I'm Blaine Radden with Clear Foundation.
Oh, right on, right on. And then go.
Clear Foundation has created the world's most secure blockchain platform. We're partnered up with HPE, and we're delivering a platform that's a graphical user environment that can be easily deployed. It's available in June. How many cryptocurrencies or how many ICOs actually deliver a product in the middle of their public sale? That's us. And it works just like your phone. It's got a marketplace. Everybody that's a developer in here, I'd like you to be in my marketplace because it's hard to deliver hardware platforms, and that's what we do.
Give him a hand.
Very nice.
Well done.
Excellent.
All right, come on down.
Whatever
I don't know what
number
number
you
we're
are.
on. We're on number U.
I like that number. All right.
Name and your URL.
Jack Sabo with Draper University.
Draper University, very cool. And
Is there a jingle for that? Draper University.
you just
I
cut
think we
into
might
his
need to
time.
use that now.
Yeah?
You cutting my time?
Cutting into his time.
If you're going to license
don't
that,
have
I'm going to
reset?
need
We don't have reset?
royalties. I can do it in other voices,
Do
too.
it. I want to hear it again.
Draper University.
All right, and go.
I'm Jack Sabo with Draper University. We are running a blockchain intensive program for executives and decision makers to help them understand the fundamentals of blockchain as well as create a blockchain strategy. This will be in San Mateo, California, the April 9th through the 12th. Check us out at draperuniversity.com.
That sounded like a great commercial, didn't it? Well done. Give him a hand. Draper University.
.org.
Where to buy your drapes.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hey, I'm John. A beautiful blonde grabbed me on the street, said, hey, I know what you're doing. Take my bracelet, come in and swap with me. So
That
sounds
is an
unethical.
awesome
That's
story.
some unethical
That
shit.
bracelet swap could be transformative for you. So
my
talk into the
gosh.
mic and
Here we
drop
go.
it like it's hot.
Yep. So coming out of Target, we've been working 12 months to build a meta protocol that sits on top of Ethereum to move retail onto the blockchain. So we've acquired 3 VC-funded companies to establish this platform, and we're coming out of stealth here at South by, and got a big team of 20. Got former SEC regulators on the team. We got retail monsters, and we're kicking ass. We got a bunch of brands signing up. We're looking to tokenize shopping, brands, and consumers, and we're going to move really hard against Amazon.
Right on. What's the name of the
Boom.
company?
Shoppers.shop.
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 Because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's it.
And I
Perfect.
think that Shoppers.shop needs some marketing advisors. Undoubtedly, because
Yeah.
there might
Weird
be
name.
there might be a
Weird
couple here. I don't know, but so you were homeless and now you're in here. Oh no, you were just
am.
on the street.
I am,
Okay.
yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. So is that our final one? We have another one?
We have one more.
Yay!
Come on. Yes. There you go. Hi.
Hey guys,
And you are?
Brittany Kaiser, one of the co-founders of Bueno Capital and the Digital Asset Trade Association.
All right.
Very cool.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Great. So Bueno Capital is an A to Z blockchain development firm where we can help all the way from inception through to the actual production of the technology and growth of the ecosystem. The Digital Asset Trade Association, we've been working to support the Wyoming Blockchain Coalition in passing blockchain positive legislation. And we just had the governor sign 2 days ago HB 19, so the first blockchain positive piece of legislation in this country. And we have HB 70 that's on his table for signature right now, along with 3 other pieces.
Good job.
cool.
Give her a hand.
We're all moving to Wyoming.
And while we're at it, how about a hand for all of our crypto pitchers? All right, and that will be our seg then, Aaron, into this next segment. And this is going to be super good. Charles, why don't you just come on up now? We'll get you seated with I'll give you this microphone. I'm going to use this one.
You guys are in for a treat now with Mr. Charles Bell.
Your
Stepping to the mic.
mine's about to be blown. Give that one to Charles. Charles, make sure you
Mines will be
you do
blown.
Talkify into it. And let me do an intro here. Here we go. And squeaky voice. It's time
good.
to
Maybe
change. Yeah. A little Peter Brady moment there. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2.
Hold on. And then
Just hit the cough button.
Me.
And next up here at the Block House, we have an interview with the Chief of Product at Syncrasy. He leads a staff of over 500 creative and talented technology rock stars. They're passionate about code, infrastructure, cutting-edge solutions, and their work has benefited such companies as, you might have heard of them, Universal Studios, Deutsche Bank, T-Mobile, and this little thing that we're all depending upon, called the Social Security Administration. And they are focused on delivering the best disruptive ICO and blockchain consortium architecture design in the world. He's also wearing a very cool Outback hat. Please give a bad crypto welcome to Mr. Charles Bell.
Very nice. So if you guys do not know Charles Bell, Charles has been doing some really cool blockchain stuff for quite a while. And Chris and I have worked with him on some projects. Actually, he's part of the World Tokenomic Forum as well, right? Very cool.
We are indeed.
Excellent. And so if you would maybe talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you're working on. You're doing some really cool stuff with consortiums and big organizations are all working together. How's that happening?
Well, at this point, we're beyond blockchain. I mean, 4 years ago, we started building blockchains, and then 3 years ago, it was smart contracts to create native blockchain applications, blockchains that in essence govern themselves, which then led to building platforms of multiple blockchains so that you could scale to where we are this year, which is we've learned that if you want the benefit of blockchain, what you need to do is go to a consortium platform where you've got the blockchain between the enterprises so that they're transacting together on a singular platform. That's where you get the cost savings.
So my blockchain needs a blockchain.
No, your blockchain needs multiple participants.
Yeah. Hold it close.
Okay, I'll hold it close.
Pretend like you're just making it up to the microphone.
All right, great.
The advice for Charles was treat the microphone like a lollipop, but don't lick it. Excellent advice. Thank you for that.
From the founder of Lolly.
Yeah, from the.
So that's one of the things that was always interesting to me in the conversations that we've had. It's like now moving, several layers beyond the blockchain into, as you just mentioned, a platform. But then some people have some private data that they don't want to share. Some people have some public data, and you want some of this to connect. And other people have their own little private. So would you talk just real briefly about side chains and multi chains? Because that to me is just completely fascinating.
Sure. A multiple chain platform is a combination of privately held blockchains, group shared blockchains, and globally available blockchains. Because when you design a platform environment, there's some information that you're always going to want to keep privately, like company documents. They stay behind your firewall on a blockchain. Then there are things that you might have a blockchain that's shared within a small group. And then there are things that you'd want the entire consortium to be able to use, and that'd be a globally available blockchain. So by doing these 3 different exposures of the blockchain, 3 different types, private, group shared, and globally available blockchains. That's how you create a consortium where people retain appropriate control and distribution of their data.
Your approach to blockchain is very collaborative in its nature. I mean, I've heard you say that this is not a us versus them type of mentality. Share a little bit about your philosophy of that.
Well, most blockchain deployments are going to fall flat on their face.
Ouch. Say what? Say that again.
He's going to drop the mic.
Most blockchain deployments are going to fall flat on their face because they're not redesigning the business to take advantage of the blockchain.
You got to elaborate.
Sure.
And if you want to do it in rap, I'm good with that. If you would give you a little track.
Look,
some poetry.
The power of blockchain is that it gives entities the ability to collaborate on a shared platform. So if you deploy blockchain and you're not using it to collaborate on a shared platform, don't expect much improvement.
There it goes, right? That's
it's that simple.
Who do you think is, I don't want you to, shade anybody here, but if there's somebody out there that you don't mind revealing, who do you think is maybe not doing it collaboratively and is in trouble?
Almost everyone.
All right then, this has been a great episode.
The reality is,
all your shit coins are shit coins.
most executives are not going to survive the transition to blockchain because they don't know how to work in a collaborative environment on a shared platform where you have some things that you collaborate with all your competitors on and some things that you differentiate yourself on. They do not understand, they don't have the culture to create a consortium environment, which is the foundation of pulling the benefit out of blockchain. There are consortiums out there running on blockchain platforms. This is not a new idea. It's in production now. Look at BankChain. Okay, BankChain is right now 32 banks operating on a multiple chain platform. The consortium is provided by one company, PrimeChain in India. Everybody in the consortium has access to the consortium code base. It lets you create global, group shared, and private blockchains. These blockchains support a variety of applications from secure documents to know your customer, know your employee, as well as the ability to do things you'd normally associate with banks like domestic and international transfers. However, once they're in that consortium, where now you have a standardized format that data is stored in, it creates entirely new opportunities to do business that you simply can't do today. You know, the banks inside the consortium are doing things like monetizing the know your customer data that they've already generated. And they're creating a revenue stream for themselves, and they're saving the other banks in the consortium time and money.
It's fascinating stuff. Now, you also, not only are you working on, with consortiums and building out these multi-chains, you've also have gone through and have been building various different sovereign country exchanges, correct?
Yes, actually today we are going to run and turn live the Trinex exchange, which is an India-based cryptocurrency trading exchange.
Very cool.
And I heard you talking about that in a group a little bit, that you're working tightly with the government to make sure that everything is airtight.
We designed our exchange to be desirable to governments. Most exchanges go into a company and announce we're here and we're going to be a regulatory problem. That's not our message. We go into a country and we say we're here and we'd like to offer you a solution. We have an exchange where we offer trading pairs that make it easy to calculate things like capital gains. We offer the ability to do tax declarations. We offer the ability to do tax withholding when you transfer out of the exchange. We offer the government access to regulator nodes. Most exchanges don't do these things.
And for example, when you say trading pairs, I heard you mention in that discussion that you can't trade from crypto to crypto. It's always crypto to fiat.
Correct. We offer trade pairs that go from crypto to fiat or fiat to crypto. However, we don't offer trade pairs that go from crypto to crypto because it makes it nearly impossible to calculate capital gains. And this is, by the way, this is not a new idea. Stock exchanges have done this for years. You can trade dollars for a stock like Microsoft or dollars for a stock like Cisco, but you can't trade Microsoft for Cisco. Did you ever think about why? The answer is they'd never be able to calculate your capital gains because there is no truly known value or price for something until the moment it's sold.
It's amazing. It's great stuff. And so, whenever you're going into these different countries and you're helping them build those out, so it's like each trade is the tax built into the trade? Because that seems to me like if we're going to do something, that would be an easy way to kind of solve some of that stuff.
What we do is it's just like what you're doing with stocks now. You'll buy and sell in and out of crypto and fiat, and at the end of the year, you'll get a consolidated statement which calculates your loss or gain in your portfolio for the year.
Something like that going to come out in America as well, in the roadmap potentially?
Well, right now, we're looking for a U.S. state to domicile in. We're looking very carefully at what's going on in Wyoming and Arizona.
Nevada.
Well, we'd be open to looking at Nevada, too.
I'll introduce you to the guy.
I'd appreciate the introduction.
Wherever they're friendly. Charles Bell, the website is synchrosystech.io. Give it up for Charles.
One of the smartest dudes in the blockchain world. Thank you, Mr. Bell, for jumping on.
All right, we're going to get into one more segment.
One final
Snook,
thing.
are you here in the house, Snook?
Paging Chris Snook.
Attention, Chris Snook. You're
Mr.
wanted
Chris Snook.
on the stage. Anybody see Chris anywhere?
Chris Snook, Chris Snook, Chris Snook. I see his head. Chris Snook, Chris Snook. Chris Snook, Chris Snook, Chris Snook. Chris Snook,
We
Chris
wish you a Merry Chris Snook. We wish you a Merry Chris Snook.
We wish you a Merry Chris Snook.
Now
was
get
Happy
up on
New Year.
stage. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right, have a seat. Let me just do a quick intro here for the edit. Aaron, just do a quick little bumper between that. And here we go. In 3, 2. And for our last guest here at BlokHouse today, it is none other than the founder of the World Tokenomic Forum and this very BlokHouse that we are in. Give it up for Mr. Chris Snook. Dude, good job. Like I walked in here, I landed here in Austin today, and so did Mr. Travis Wright. I got here first because I wanted to case things out and make sure that his security detail was in line.
Got to make sure that happens.
And I walked in and I thought, man, the vibe in here, this is happening.
Well, I'll take credit for one thing, which is I surround myself with people that are way better at this stuff than I am, and so I'll give Chelsea Collier a lot of credit. Because it is DigiCity Day after all, and
way to go, Chelsea!
Chelsea brought the heat. I mean, when you open up the day with the Eisenhower Fellowship, and then the first person on camera is the commissioner of the FCC, all you got to do is not fuck up, right? Like at that point, you just go, okay, get out of the way.
Yeah,
so thank you all for being here. Number one.
And you all passed the test from the invitation
and I'll tell
test,
you,
right?
the beautiful thing is we've brain beat these people with a lot of info. And when I scheduled this and we were working on the run of show, I was like, well, Travis doesn't get into 1, but 3:30 would be probably a good pot to put. You guys came in at the right time because you woke everybody up with your genius and your comedy and all your stuff. So
We are the crypto medians.
Yeah. You are, man. You guys are. It's been a hell of a day. I mean, the format and the comp. I think the format's been great. You guys enjoying the format? So we're gonna have all this on video. We're gonna have a ton of content for those who didn't get to see it, and it'll all be free and available. So, take care. Look at that when it comes out Monday.
Right on. So we had you on Bad Crypto. What episode was that?
74.
74, yeah, and we talked about the World Tokenomic Forum, and I'm actually the vice chairman of the World Tokenomic Forum. So
you are.
Very cool. And Chris and I wrote Digital Sense, and he is the...
I'm the janitor.
He's the janitor of the World.
He's the best-looking janitor we have ever had.
Joel the janitor. That's good. I like that. You should put that on your LinkedIn. Yeah. And so if you want to talk a little bit about that, because our audience is listening, and what do they need to do? How can our audience participate? Who comes to this?
Well, I think they're participating right now, right? So the World Tokenomic Forum is a new table. We had a conversation back in October, and Travis and I did, and we talked about, no one invites you to have a seat at the table, right? Like, you don't get invited. Sergey and Larry didn't get knocked on the door by the powers that be and say, hey, we're looking for a couple Russian dudes to kind of run the world, so why don't you guys come join? Like, that doesn't happen. So what happens is, in real world, every couple decades, a window opens up, And there's a window of opportunity, and someone rapidly innovates something or rapidly recognizes it, and they deploy at scale, which is what Charles was talking about earlier. And then all of a sudden, you have to have them at the table, right? And so the interesting thing for us about blockchain, and Travis and I were noodling on this back in October, was that this is like this super democratized, like crazy window where all of a sudden it is a level playing field. Now, it's a level playing field for countries, it's a level playing field for states, it's a level playing field for entrepreneurs. And so what we see is we see pattern recognition at World Tokenomic Forum. What we have to do, guys, is we have to realize what we have. We don't have just an opportunity to go raise capital or just an opportunity to try and innovate new technology. We have an opportunity to change the way that 9 billion people, which is where we're heading in the next couple years on this planet, experience life, and the way that us as commercial enterprises experience our business. And if we don't do that, I'm frankly afraid. And so all we're trying to do here is create the place and space where an agnostic discourse that is productive and is designed to have debate can be made available to all ends of the value chain. So whether that's government regulators, whether that's entrepreneurs, whether that's capital market providers, whether that's marketers, and whether that's investors and customers, we have to have a place where there's the voice that can be heard, and we can say, what does humanity need moving forward, and how can we take this chance to actually level up? And so that's what we're trying to achieve, and you guys are all making that possible, so thanks for being here.
The answer is bacon, right? It's always, like, how do we blockchain bacon? You know, if we could just do that.
I'll tell you what, Chef Alice from the Food Network, who anyone who's been here all day has eaten her food. It's badass. So she's blockchain bacon, I'm pretty sure. I didn't have it because I'm vegan now and whatever.
You're vegan now?
Yeah, another story, another day. But the bottom line is that bacon was almost, I almost fell off the wagon.
I would love some blockchain bacon. So this here is the World Tokenomic Forum Austin edition. Next up, the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, so let's talk about the separation, right? So World Tokenomic Forum is a social enterprise think tank. We have an associated fund called the Sandcastle Social Enterprise Fund. We made an announcement that the way we're going to do general carry interest is we're going to donate 20 to 40%. So the more the fund makes, the more we give back. We figured that way we can bet on the best technologies. We don't have to worry about if their business model has social impact, right? So if they come out of whatever ecosystem they do, then the more money that fund makes, the more carry will go back into that ecosystem to create the next generation entrepreneurs. So that's the fund side. World Tokenomic Forum is a membership consortium of people like we mentioned before. It's a invitation-only membership consortium, similar to Davos in that way, but designed to be scaled much smaller. So over the next 8 years, we envision no more than 1,000 members. We're going to be very radical in how we try and make that inclusive yet exclusive at the same time to make sure we get new people at the table. But the way that we can come out and serve communities and also stay relevant is through events like this. So the BlokHausATX was actually an experiment. Loeb NYC, Bond and Ventures, if they're here, please raise their hands. DigiCity, it wouldn't be possible without these guys. We happen to be the first of 3 amazing days here. So any of you are holding wristbands, make sure you come back and check out. I know we got Gary V and Bonin and Loeb doing something at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be insane. So stand in the alley because you'll be next to the bread bot watching that. But these are the ways that we can do private or public events. And then every year we do an annual summit in Cayman, which you guys will be obviously at this May, and we'll be featuring 64 companies we've recruited around the world that we think are the best in different categories, and they'll compete for $1 million worth of exchange listing prizes and support and things like that. So that'll happen at our annual summit, which is not sponsorable, not a public event. It's our meeting of members. So.
You can go to Cayman Islands some other time, though.
Beautiful place.
Really
and
nice
if you go down there, make sure you check out Cayman Enterprise City. They're nice folks down there.
Oh, it's amazing.
And you have told me that there they call it Grand Cayman.
No, this is so actually I've got schooled on this because we had an event down there and I was saying Cayman because I'm from Trenton, New Jersey originally, and that's how we say it up there. And then someone told me no, it's Cayman, and so I started saying Cayman, and I trained Travis to say Cayman.
No,
and then I found out
to annoy him.
Then I found out that's not right either, and it's actually Cayman, like your Uncle Stan. And so I don't fucking know. I don't know.
It's gay man, like your Uncle Stan?
Cayman.
Oh, gay man.
Well, hope to see some of you in the Grand Cayman Islands on Grand Cayman in
It's a beautiful place.
So
you
don't
should say it as respectfully as you can.
We don't say Cayman anymore.
We say Cayman.
Cayman.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not going to say that either.
It's almost Jamaican, man. Came on. I mean, it's close
Dude,
enough.
I don't know. I don't know if Pura Vida, I lived in Costa Rica for 2 months, incidentally, and I don't know if Pura Vida is like an American thing or if it's actually something they want, but nonetheless, it sells a lot of t-shirts.
You've done a great job. Give it up for Chris Snook.
Great stuff.
All right, so there's your edit, Aaron. Who knows how we end the show? Come on, what's the last thing we say? Stay bad.
Boom.
Okay, so we're gonna rehearse this.
We should have him say it then.
No, I want everybody to say
everybody
it.
to say
Everybody's
it.
gonna say
Everybody's
it.
gonna say
so
it.
after we get done doing our stuff, when I do this, everybody's just gonna yell, stay bad. So let's just try it. 1, 2, 3. Stay bad. That's awesome. Okay. Well, Mr. Travis Wright, this has been fun.
This has been fun. This is what, our third, fourth Bad Crypto Live?
I don't know. And then we've got another, we're doing Bad Crypto Live again. And for those of you who are here in Austin, tomorrow is the Bad Crypto meetup at the Chuggin' Monkey, 5 o'clock. If you
It's the best name, isn't it? The Chuggin' Monkey?
If you'll go to our short URL, badco.in, which is Badcoin, badco.in/meetup. I think there's 1,600 registrations so far, so you can join us there. Aaron, you can edit this out. This isn't for the show. And then what's the name of the other thing that we're doing on Tuesday?
This is the Crypto Summit?
The Crypto Summit. It's
yeah. There's the new girls on the blockchain. There's an event going on with that. Very nice. Of course you are.
What's the website? CryptoFriends.io. If you want to see, go check out this event. Okay, so Aaron, this will be the close. After I said, Mr. Travis Wright, we had fun, you said something, and I'm like, all right, well, thanks for joining us today. And if you haven't subscribed yet, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio.
All the places.
Except YouTube.
Except YouTube, because they banned us.
They hate us for no
Because they like censorship.
Yeah, because they're centralized. Boo. But we're glad to be here with you. And of course, until next time, we are all going to stay back. All right, thanks. Give yourselves a hand.